everyone, welcome back to Jess Unfiltered, the podcast that is completely unfiltered, with me, Jess, as your host. Today, in this episode, I'm going to be talking all about my running journey, because that was voted by you guys on Instagram, which will be linked below if you want to go and vote on episode suggestions. Please do so, that will be in the link below. If you want to follow along my running journey, my Strava will be linked below also. You can also go and check that out. That has all my runs up to date. I believe the most recent one being as of Saturday. Today we're going to talk about my running journey completely, from being able to probably run a kilometre to me now training to do the London Marathon in April this year. First, if you haven't checked out my last episode, which was all about my college to university transition, please go check that out before you come to this video. Great, thank you very much. And if you could please subscribe, I will be forever grateful if you could do that for me as well, please. Thank you. So let's begin, shall we? So I've been running for about 10 years now. I would say 10 on and off years. I mainly got really into running just before lockdown happened. So 2019, late 2019, I got obsessed with parkrun. Probably questioning what parkrun is. Parkrun is a 5k run that happens every Saturday at 9 a.m. here in the in England. I believe in Scotland it's 9:30, and some other places around the world are earlier. I think Australia is like 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning, but they tend to be Saturday morning. It's a 5k run, so it's 5 kilometers. I believe that's 3.1 or 2 miles. I don't do miles, I do kilometers. So yeah, you can run it, you can walk it, which is what I currently do, or you can also walk it. You don't have to run the entire thing. So yeah, it kind of started with my parents. Actually, no, it did start with parkrun. It started with junior parkrun. Junior parkrun is a 2k run on a Sunday, which I did with a friend of mine back obviously when we were younger. So that is for 10, no, sorry, I think it's lower now, but at the time it was 10 to 14, where you would run 2 kilometers and it'd be timed. That used to be such a struggle for me to just do 2 kilometers, and now that's pretty much nothing to me. But yeah, no, so I used to try and beat my 2k time once a month. I think it's every Sunday now. However, the one that I did, it was once a month. So it would be once a month on a Sunday at 10 a.m. So that's what we do. Then it would become onto bribing for parkrun, that's right. As a kid, I was bribed with money to do the 5k, or bribes with a Domino's if I did a PB, which sometimes worked. That's what I do. I used to find 5k. I still find 5k difficult, but it's not as difficult as it was. So yes. So I did 5k. I did that. I've done that on and off for years, and then I finally in 2019 I really got into parkrun, really started wanting to go to just not do it in one location, wanted to do it every week, was running quite often at that point. Before then I wasn't really running outside of parkrun, but then I was. And then lockdown happened, and it was the one thing that I missed. I didn't miss school, I just missed going there every Saturday morning to do a 5k run. That is what I missed. Yeah, and that's when I realised I was pretty much in love with parkrun. So when it came back, I was absolutely delighted, because it was counted as exercise. And then I built up to 10k, and I've done a couple of 10ks. I've done 3 now. I did them in 2021. 2021 and 2022. The same 10k. It's an alright course. The first 5k is really good, and then the second 5k, it was actually quite hard, but that's because it was on grass, and that's my worst terrain. I hate grass and I hate hills. Moving on, I continued just doing those 2 5ks 10Ks until last year. So in 2023, I did enter the ballot for the London Marathon. It is something I've wanted to do. It is something that has been on my bucket list of things. I know people think I might be mad, but it has been. So I entered that. I didn't get in the ballot, and I didn't get a charity place. So I kind of continued on with my life. I moved to uni. I joined the female running society here called the Gazelles. Oh, I love them. I love those girls pretty much. Very helpful to my mental health. So yeah, I started uni, and then I joined a female running club called the Gazelles, who I've been with for the past 2 years. The girls are great. We do a run. We do intervals, which is really helpful for my training at the moment, which I'll get into. But yeah, I was doing that, and we entered to do the Basingstoke 5K, which I will put a picture of, and it was really fun. And that was kind of the year. We kept running, but nothing major distances. Anyway, I apply again for the London Marathon alongside my family for the ballot. We don't get in. None of us get into the ballot. I then apply for charities again, and in late July, I get an email from Sense UK saying, would you like to run London Marathon for us? And there was a mix of emotions. There was a mix of, oh my God, and just like, wow, like this is unbelievable. My mum was like, are you actually going to do it? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. Yeah, I'm going to do it. So I paid the fee. That was when it was hitting me. I was doing a marathon, so I found out back in July. And this is coming from someone who actually doesn't like running that much. Literally, I find it quite difficult at times. It's good for my mental health, but the pain of my legs and everything is just not. It can be difficult with that, and also having to keep up, because I feel like a lot of people are faster than me, which can be hard if you're a slow runner like myself. So found that I was going into the marathon, paid the deposit I needed to pay. Roll around to September, the Gazelles have grown massively in numbers. We don't the Gazelles had only started. I don't run it, but they'd only started in November of 2023. So to get to over from like a little small group of us to then having over, I'd say now 200-300 girls is really, really cool. Yeah, I think it's really, really cool. So that has now integrated into my training whilst I'm here at uni. So that has become part of my training. And then the other two is an easy run that tends to be on the weekends, and park run. So that's all I can really manage. Sense UK. Sense UK are a charity mainly for disabled people to improve their life, to get them more support, especially with people who are physically disabled or people who have hidden disabilities such as myself, and to help them adapt to this world. So I think the fact that I said that I have a hidden disability and things, they took that on board and thought, wow, you know, of course we need to let her run, and they have been the most supportive charity, offering me plenty of support, training days. In fact, we've got another training day in a couple of weeks, specialised plan, and everything, and I think the day is going to be absolutely fabulous. I have met so many incredible people who are also doing it for the charity, and I think that is just amazing. Unfortunately, I do have to raise quite a lot of money. Sorry, not unfortunately. Fortunately, why did I say unfortunately? Fortunately, I need to raise some money, and it needs to be £1,950 needs to be raised. At the moment, it is at, I want to say 500 and something, which is pretty good. So we're nearly halfway there already, or quarter of the way. I can't do maths. Don't ask. I can't do maths. But I would really appreciate it if you could just put in a little small donation. That would help a long way, because it's all about getting, these kids and adults the support that they deserve, especially in a country that still struggles with SEN people and people living with disabilities. I really think it'd be helpful if you could please just donate a couple of quid. That would be really, 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 really helpful. And thank you to anyone who does donate. Not putting any pressure on anyone to donate at all, obviously, but I will leave the fundraising link also in the description down below. So yes, I'm currently training for the London Marathon. That is on April the 27th, 2025. It is 2025. Now we're in January, so we've got about 4 months. Now that's not very long. People may think it's long, but it's really not. And I'd like to say that I'm currently up to half marathon level. I have a half marathon that I'm doing next month. So we're doing a huge jump from 10k to 42 kilometers. Huge jump, but it will be so good, and I cannot wait to see the journey that I go on. The journey that from last year to now is insane. Like, there's no way I could say that I did an 18-kilometer run. And I want to also advocate for slower runners, because what people see on social media is a lot of fast runners. There's a lot of runners who do marathons in 2-3 hours. That's not going to be me. My aim is to do it in under 7. My aim is, at the moment, it's looking around 6:15 to 6:30, which is quite slow. I'm not complaining about the time. I'm still going to have the best time. It's like a huge party. I'm still going to give it my all, but that is just how fast I can run. And some people will see it as slow, some people will not. But I'm advocating for slower runners that it's okay to not do marathons or half marathons or 5Ks or 10Ks in fast times, because doing a marathon, doing a half marathon, or doing even just a 5K, like, that's an achievement itself. I mean, even doing 2 kilometers is an achievement itself, I think anyone can do it, honestly. If you really wanted to, put your heart to it and everything and trained, anyone can go from being a non-runner to running it comfortably. Anyways, thank you so much for watching today's video and listening. I really hope you guys all have a good day. Again, I really would appreciate any donations that do come my way. You don't have to donate. I'm not pressuring anyone to donate, but it'd be super helpful to the Sense charity to help people live their best lives, despite they're having things block their way. A lot of these people are blind or deaf, and or cannot physically walk. And I just think I don't know if it's the same elsewhere, but in the UK, especially when it comes to things like public transport, they are just not accessibly friendly, and I do think things need to change. We're still unfortunately in a world where it's not accepted, and that does need to change, and we need to make things easier for them so that they can be able to be independent and be able to live in the same world as everyone else. I will see you all in the next episode of Jess Unfiltered. I hope you all have a good day. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. A website is on its way. That's correct. I'm not sure if it will be in the link when this gets uploaded. If it is, great. If it's not, then it's in the works. Anyways, I will see you all on the next episode of Jess Unfiltered. Take care. Bye.